I think every freelance videographer and every freelance sound mixer should have this particular tool in their bag. And this right here is a cable tester. And this is from the company Hosa. This is the Hosa CBT 500 cable tester. And what I'm going to do in this particular video, I'm going to have about 4 cables that I use pretty much all the time when I go out in the field, or even when I'm at home, you know, or even when I'm in the studio. These cables I use pretty much all the time, and I'm going to just run some tests and show you how this thing actually works with the 4 cables that I have to demonstrate. So let's get to it. All right, so here we go. First of all, I know in the intro I said 4 cables to test. Actually, it's 5. We have the Ethernet, we have the TRS, we have the RCA, we have the BNC, and we have the XLR. All right, so first of all, in order to power this, we use a 9-volt battery. So let's put that in. Okay, when you put it in, you got to really put it in and make sure you push it down. When you hear that snap, you know it's pretty much secure. And if you want to check to see if the battery is any good, you can do a battery check right here. So we're going to turn this all the way to the end, and this last switch right here will be the battery check, and it should turn green to let you know that it's fully powered, like that. All right, so now we're ready to go. I'm going to start with the TRS cable right here. Let me move some of this out the way so we can get a better view. All right, so I'm gonna start with the TRS cable, which is right here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna plug one end on the left side and you're gonna plug the other end on the right side. And what's gonna happen is, and this right here is, I'm gonna use the word pins. So this is gonna be 3 pins. So within this channel, this is an 8-channel tester. You have the arrow pointing this way, it'll be yellow, and the arrow pointing this way will be green. All right, so in this particular example with this particular cable, you're only gonna need 3 pins to light up, the first 3 pins to light up. So let's go ahead on and plug it in. All right, and so soon as I plugged it in, you see the first pin, or the first, yeah, I'd just say pin, the first pin lights up. For this side is yellow, and for that side is green. So that means that is functioning. All right, for 2, you can see both ends light up with the yellow and the green, so that's good. And 3, you can see they're both good as well. If there was any type of issue with any one of the pins, it just wouldn't light up at all. So, and that, as I said, this particular cable, which is the TRS cable, it only has 3 of them. So if I were to go to channel 4, you see nothing happens. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, nothing happens. So this cable, this is a good cable. All right, so let's take that out. So that's example 1. My next example, I'm going to do the BNC. All right, so now with the BNC, we're going to go through the same procedure, one on this end and then one on that end. With this particular cable, you only need 2 pins. It only has 2 pins in it. So let's go ahead on and test this particular cable. You can either say BNC, you can also say SDI. All right, so as you see, as soon as I plugged it in, the first pin lit up, so both sides are good, yellow and green. So let's go to 2. This is good as well, you have yellow and green. And let's go to pin 3. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, like I said, it's only 2 pins. So pin 1 is good, pin 2 is good, and that's all we need to know for the BNC. The rest of them are not going to light up because you only need 2. All right, so this particular cable is good. All right, now let's go to the RCA cable. All right, so the RCA cable, this is only going to be a 2-pin, so we only need a 2-pin readout. So once again, plug it on this side and plug it in on this side. And as you see from the jump, pin 1 is good. The lights both lit up. Pin 2 is also good, both lit up, and that's it. So it's only 2 pins. The rest of them, as you can see, there's no need for it. All right, so we're good with that. Let's keep on moving. All right, so next we're going to go with the XLR cable. Now this is a 3-pin connection, so we should be able to see 3 pins light up. So let's try it out. So that's the female side, and this is the male side. All right, so from the jump, once again, you have pin 1, both sides lit up, so that's good. Pin 2, both lit up. So on the left and the right side, you have yellow and green, and pin 3, you have yellow and green. So this cable is also good as well. So far so good with all my cables. This should be done. Actually, you should do a test before you do any productions, and if you feel like throughout your chain as you hook everything up, there may be something wrong with your stage chain, then you can always try to test the cables and see if the cables are damaged with this particular machine right here when you're out on the shoot. All right, so last up is the Ethernet cable. Now the Ethernet cable, it actually has 8 pins in it. So we're gonna use all 8 pins to see if this cable is working. All right, so we're gonna put one side on this side and one side on that side, and let's get it to 1. And as you can see, pin 1 is good, yellow, green. Pin 2 is also good, yellow, green. 3 is looking good. 4 as well. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this Ethernet cable is also good as well. So all 5 of my cables are looking good. I want to talk about this right here, this setup right here. What I can do as far as these tester pins or whatever you want to call them. All right, so what this is for is to test the continuity of a cable. I guess actually, this is my first time using this actually. So I guess what it does is, I guess it just tests the entire, I'll just say flow of the cable. If the electrical current is running through the whole cable, I assume. So let's give a test to one of my cables. And what's going to happen is I'm going to put the cable and have the tester pins on both ends, and it should make a beeping noise. And if the beeping noise happens, that means that the circuitry or whatever you want to call it is running through the whole cable. All right, so here we go. Let's go. One end and 2 ends. So yep, so that lets you know that the circuitry is running all through the entire cable. So yeah, so that right there was a test of this particular cable tester. This is the Hosa CBT 500 cable tester. I've had this for a few years now, and it's been stellar. It's been working for me throughout the time in which I purchased it. I haven't had any issues, any problems with it so far. So yeah, so this is a great piece of equipment, and it's a must-have for any freelance videographer or freelance film mixer. Okay, so hopefully this was informative, and until next time, take care.